Hi, my name is Michael Watkins and from HypnoWell Hypnotherapy. I'm here today to talk to Mark Ellis, and Mark's the CEO of Gatecrash Security and Crime Scene. No, it's Crime and Trauma.
Crime and Trauma Cleaning.
Crime and Trauma Cleaning. That's a bit of a mouthful.
It is.
Is there anything else that you're a part of, Mark?
Look, although those are my companies, I work in the music industry personally. I do a lot of tour management, promoters rep for music companies, both here and in Las Vegas.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so this is a 5-minute interview series, basically to get some mindset ideas and thoughts on business owners and what they have to overcome or what they've achieved. So I'll get started and start asking questions. So, Mark, what has been your greatest reward of owning a small business or all your businesses?
I guess the reward, the first thing is independence. I was in the Queensland Police for 15 years and always governed by the government and by higher ranking officers and what they thought, which is fine because of their experience. But what you do gain is your own independence. Your business becomes your baby. It's your ideas, which do change over time, but at least you get maybe not financial independence, especially initially, because it takes a little bit for that. But you get to create something that is genuinely yours, and you get to mold something specific to how you would do it. And I guess that's pretty rewarding.
Awesome. Okay, so have you had much help on the way, or did you mainly do it yourself?
In the way of help, you don't. What you do get is support, and that's crucial. You get support from family, support from friends, even support from co-workers. Everyone's always happy to offer advice, and you do have to listen to it. But when it comes down to business, no one helps you. You've got to do it yourself. The only people that will help you are people that are getting paid to help you. But the community that you get of friends and family and staff, if you treat them well, becomes it's a good support network, and that really helps you. It helps motivate you to go harder and stronger.
Okay, very well. If you could tell a new business owner anything, or one tip, what would that be?
All right, forget about your weekends and have your phone on all the time, because at the end of the day, you can be out to dinner with friends and the phone will ring and you're on. You've been called back to work. You've got to perform as if you've had no glasses of wine, and you've got to answer that call, because that's what business is about. There's no such thing as 9 to 5. It's all you, and you forget your weekends, forget your nights. Just understand that this business, especially a small business like this, has to be all you. You have to be the front person.
Sure. Awesome. So what, if any, of your own thinking did you have to overcome?
Yeah, your thinking does change. I've always been very politically motivated, had political views, and of course, when you're in business, you've got to be all-encompassing. You can't have a restricted view, because then you're restricting your income. So I guess you've got to open your mind to new possibilities, to new groups that I would normally not have considered before. So you have to take personal feelings out of it. And all businesses change, and it's hard when you've got a successful formula to change that business, because when it's succeeding, you don't want to change it.
Yes.
But the trouble is, you do have to change it, because if you stay the same, even if it is successful, it will wane. So even at the peak, you've got to keep coming up with new ideas and got to keep changing it. It's really important to look to see what the competition's doing, sorting out new ideas, and just everything you see, every sign I see for every advertisement, I think, why are they doing that? How can I do that in my business? How can I change and how can I adapt? Recently, our security company took on photography, and that's been a huge success. We go to parties and do all the photography at these functions and VIP events, because it gave a central place for everything. Now, just that little idea now has been picked up by the other security companies, so it must have been all right. Little things like that. You've got to keep open to change, even when you're on a winning formula. You've got to keep changing.
Sure. That's awesome. Okay, this one's a bit hypothetical. what will I only know about you after working with you after 12 months?
I guess you'd know that I'm a pretty relaxed, easygoing person that really, really hates it and changes my whole personality when someone pulls out of a shift at the last minute. That's the last minute things is what annoys me the most. Apart from that, I deal with everything fairly well, fairly easily. I'm pretty easygoing. That is my one bugbear. So yeah, I guess that's what you'd find out about me, is that there's not a problem in the world for me, nothing, except if you pull out of a shift with a couple of hours to go.
Sure. And what mindset do you believe are needed for a small or medium-sized business to be successful, or a business owner?
You've got to stay positive. There's going to be really hard times. There's going to be really tough times, and there's going to be people out to get you. And you don't even think about that. You don't realise that people will be out to get you. But people are jealous of successful people, and they try and take them down. Australia is well known for the tall poppy syndrome. But you've got to remain positive, and that's hard. And it goes back to the family support and the friend support that I spoke of earlier. You'll get so many people trying to drag you down. You've got to remain positive, and just remember, focus on why you started out this business in the first place. Because if you get sucked into it, it can be really hurtful, and it can really take you down. So positivity is really important, especially during bad times. You can't give up. So that positive, I'm never going to give up feeling has got to stay with you the whole time.
Sure.
Work on that. Work on it, and you can work on it. There's mind games you can play. There's mind strengthening techniques you can use, and it's just really important only to focus on things that you can change and not to worry about things you can't.
Very good. Well, thanks, Mark, for taking part in my 5-minute interview series. Now I'm going to post some links to Mark's website, if that's okay for you.
Sure.
On the bottom of this video. And if you want to follow me also is hypnowell1.wix/home. Be good if I get my own website right, wouldn't it? Or you can follow me on Facebook. It's Facebook HypnoWell1. And again, thank you, Mark, for this time.
No problem.
And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for having me.